Hello friends, Samir here again from Suraj EVSE, the channel in which we discuss about charging stations, electric vehicles and other interesting things. So today I'm driving my Nexon EV and I would like to share some of driving tips to keep the watt hour per kilometer as low as possible so that you can get maximum range out of it. And right now I am onto Pandharpur Road, 4 to 5 kilometers from Miraj, and it's open road. So we have set the trip meter A to 0 and now we are proceeding on the road. So you can see just bear with me for the video quality because I'm the only one in the car and I don't have any camera equipment to hold the camera. So let's begin. So you can see on the road there's a speed breaker ahead, and so far you must have heard about the single pedal driving, in which you control your speed only from your right foot and use minimum of the brakes. So that way we got over the speed breaker. Now we are on the open road. Now the watt hour per kilometer is 165, 180, and after say about 4 to 5 kilometers it will start coming down. So for the first 4 to 5 kilometers it keeps on increasing because the ECU adjusts itself with the AC, the battery temperature, the road conditions, the temperature conditions, the atmospheric temperature, and so it takes about 4 to 5 kilometers for it to settle down. And after that, when you maintain a constant speed of say 60 kilometers per hour, the watt hour per kilometer comes down. So as you can see now it is coming down. It's 169 now, but it will take time. And one thing I would like all of you to notice is the green bar on the eco scale. The green bar should be as low as possible, and once you attain your desired speed, the green bar should be below the first line for the best watt hour per kilometer. So now there's a truck ahead. I will have to control my speed because there's one more car coming across. So I'm not using brake, I'm just controlling it through the accelerator. Now for the overtaking procedure. So once I reach my desired speed, say 60 kilometers per hour, I just lighten my right foot and the eco bar shows 0. And even the the energy flow meter also is showing 0. There's no exchange of electricity from battery to the motor or vice versa. One thing I would like to tell you is that don't go for regenerative braking even if it charges your battery, because in regeneration braking you lose your speed, and in that process you lose your momentum, and again to get back to the desired speed you have to consume your battery. So as far as possible, try the coasting mode. Coasting mode is 0 exchange of electricity. So there's a diversion in the road, I have to encounter it. So just excuse me for the vibrations in the video. ये जो नागपुर रत्नागिरी नेशनल हाईवे बन रहा है, तो उसका रोड वाइडनिंग काम यहाँ पे जोरों से चल रहा है. सो that's why the diversion is there. So ये डाइवर्शन के बाद we'll get good road. So now, as you can see, the watt hour per kilometer has come down to 159, and again, as I told you, we'll attain the desired speed of 60 kilometers per hour and let it coast. So this is coasting, and in this mode you consume minimum of the electricity from the battery, and yet you keep on maintaining your speed. So this is coasting. There might be a slight drop in the speed, but you can maintain the speed. If you go for regenerative braking, the speed will come down, and again speed जो आपकी desired speed है 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर, उसको अटेंड करने के लिए आपको बैटरी खर्च करनी पड़ेगी. So use coasting as much as possible. Maintain the speed, sometimes you keep that eco bar within the first line as far as possible. There's a slight ascent on the road, that's why the speed has dropped. Another diversion comes up, and to negotiate the diversion, I have to control my speed, and I have to reduce my speed.